These guys don't just drive, they talk trash and start wars. Formula One's wild side is all about drivers like Max Verstappen roasting the refs or Fernando Alonso throwing shade at rivals. Buckle up for the wildest savage moments. First up, let's talk about Max Verstappen, the Dutch firecracker who doesn't care who's listening. It's 2024, and Baku's street circuit is giving him nightmares. His Red Bull's bouncing like a busted shopping cart in qualifying, landing him a shaky 7P. Not great, right? But somehow, he claws his way to 4th by race day, passing cars like it's a video game. His teammate, Sergio Perez, is ahead for once, which is wild. Usually Max is the one stealing the show. The real drama hits the next week in Singapore. Reporters ask Max why his car was such a mess in Baku. Does he give a boring, team-approved answer? Nope. He just shrugs and says,
I don't know, man. Different setup, so as soon as I went into qualifying, I knew the car.
Straight up truth, no filter. The FIA, those rule sticklers, aren't happy. They hit him with a fine for bad language. Max isn't fazed. In Singapore, he parks his Red Bull in P2, a killer comeback. At the press conference, a reporter pushes,
what did you change overnight? Because it seems there's been a big difference in performance lately.
A lot.
Can you elaborate in terms of what you've done?
No, I might get fined or get an extra day, so...
The room cracks up, but the FIA's fuming again. Can you believe that? This guy's turned roasting the suits into an art form. His team, Red Bull, loves the buzz. Sponsors slap his face on energy drink cans, calling him unleashed. Max isn't the only savage, though. This story's just getting started. Rewind to 2004 and meet Juan Pablo Montoya, the Colombian who didn't care about anyone's feelings, especially Michael Schumacher's. Schumacher's Ferrari is untouchable, racking up 12 wins out of 18 races. He's the king, a 7-time champ who everyone treats like F1 royalty. Montoya, driving for Williams, isn't here for that. At Imola, Michael's start is sloppy, and Montoya sees his shot. He dives outside at Tosa, bold as you like. Schumacher, not used to being challenged, swerves and bumps Montoya onto a curb. The Williams wobbles, but stays alive, barely. Most drivers would let it slide, maybe complain to their crew later. Not Montoya. That's not his style at all. Post-race, with Schumacher on the podium, shocker, Montoya storms into the press room and unloads.
I saw his attack on the outside at braking, but then going around the corner, first of all I didn't see him, but second, outside around the corner, you usually lose ground, so I didn't really expect him to be there anymore.
Oh no, he didn't see me there. Well, you know, you gotta either be blind or stupid to not see me, but you know, it's racing.
Montoya keeps poking, saying Michael gets special treatment from teams and refs. Ferrari's boss calls it disrespectful, but Montoya shrugs. It's racing, deal with it. His sponsors, BMW, eat it up, plastering his fiery quotes on ads. This guy's a legend for saying what everyone's thinking. Fast forward to 2021, and Fernando Alonso's back in F1. Older, but still spicy. He's with Alpine, taking on his old rival, Lewis Hamilton, now a Mercedes superstar. Their beef goes way back to 2007's McLaren drama, and it's like a sore that never heals. In Spa's first lap, Hamilton tries an outside pass on Alonso at Lacecombe. Bad move. Fernando holds his ground and their cars bang wheels. Lewis's Mercedes lifts off, skidding into the grass, while Alonso cruises on. Race control slaps Hamilton with a 5-second penalty, and he's out of the points. That's a tough one, right? Alonso, finishing P4, gets on the radio and snaps,
Yeah, what an idiot. Closing the door from the outside. I mean, we had a mega start, but this guy only knows how to drive starting first.
oh man, that's next level petty. The press room is a circus. Hamilton, usually cool, admits, my bad, I misjudged it. Alonso, smirking, brushes it off. Just a heat of the moment thing, but he needs to learn. Now, let's talk Kimi Räikkönen, the Finnish Ice King who does whatever he wants. Monaco 2006 is a perfect example. This track's a beast. Narrow, twisty, no room for mistakes. Kimi's running second in his McLaren when, on lap 49, smoke pours from his engine. Flames spark and he pulls over. Race done. Most drivers would head to the garage, maybe throw a water bottle to vent. Kimi, he's got other plans. He ditches his helmet, hops a fence, and strolls to his yacht parked in the harbor. Next thing you know, he's shirtless, sipping a beer, watching the race like a tourist. Iconic, right? That's a big flex in my book. Fast forward to Malaysia 2009, and he's at it again. A rain delay traps drivers in their cars, but Kimi climbs out, grabs an ice cream, and leans against a wall, munching away. Other drivers are stressing. Kimi's living his best life. McLaren's sponsor, a dairy brand, slaps his ice cream moment on ads. Raikkonen's aura is pure savage. Minimal effort, maximum legend. The 2010 season brings us Mark Webber, the Aussie who fought a rigged system. Red Bull's got 2 fast drivers, but it's clear who their golden boy is, Sebastian Vettel. At Silverstone, they roll out a fancy new front wing, but only have 1 spare. When Vettel wrecks his in practice, guess who gets the good wing? Not Webber, who's neck and neck in points. The team hands it to Seb, saying he's leading the championship. Mark's furious, but keeps quiet until race day. He nails the start, snatches the lead from Vettel, and holds it to win. Over the radio, instead of a cheery "great job," he deadpans,
"Fantastic guys, not bad for a number 2 driver, cheers."
That's ice cold, folks. Fans call it the ultimate middle finger to Red Bull's favoritism. Vettel's crew tries to downplay it, but Mark's radio clip goes viral, racking up millions of views. That's a sick burn, right? Webber's shade proves he's not just fast, he's got guts to call out his own team. Let's jump to 2011 Monaco, where Lewis Hamilton's day goes from bad to worse. He starts P9, already a rough spot on this tight track. Early on, he tangles with Ferrari's Felipe Massa at the hairpin. Lewis dives inside, they bump, and Massa later spins out in the tunnel, blaming Hamilton. Race control hits Lewis with a drive-through penalty. Then, at Santa Devote, he tries passing Pastor Maldonado. Yep, the Crash King from our last story. Their cars graze, and Maldonado slams into a wall. Another penalty for Lewis. By now, he's been to the stewards 4 times in 5 races. That's gotta sting, huh? After the race, Hamilton's fed up. In the press room, a reporter asks if he feels targeted.
You know what? I've been to the stewards out of 6 races. I've been to the stewards 5 times. It's a joke. It's an absolute freaking joke.
Why do you think you're so magnetic to the stewards? Why do you think that you obviously feel that you're being targeted?
Maybe it's because I'm black. That's what LAG says.
The room freezes. Did he just say that? That's a brave move, right? This moment's pure Hamilton. Fiery, unfiltered, and divisive. The 2014 Sochi Grand Prix gives us another Hamilton gem, this time with a geopolitical twist. Lewis wins, dominating Russia's shiny new track. At the podium, he grabs a champagne bottle and, oops, sprays it right at Vladimir Putin, who's presenting the trophy. The crowd gasps. Putin's suit is soaked. This ain't spraying a random VIP, this is Putin, the guy who wrestles bears for fun. Hamilton laughs it off, but his team's panicking. That's a bold whoops, don't you think? He later apologizes, saying it was an accident. Mercedes' sponsors, nervous about Russian deals, stay quiet, but fans love the chaos. Flash to 2023 Qatar, and Lance Stroll's having the worst weekend ever. His Aston Martin's off the pace, and he's knocked out in Q1, starting P18. His teammate Fernando Alonso is chilling in P3, making Lance look like a rookie. After qualifying, Stroll's done. He climbs out, yeets his steering wheel like it's trash, and shoves his trainer, Mike, who's just trying to help. Yikes, that's rough. In the mandatory interview, he's a robot.
What are your emotions right now?
Yeah.
Okay, what is not clicking for you behind the wheel at the moment?
I don't know.
The FIA notices, handing him a warning after he says sorry. Fans on X are ruthless. Some call him a spoiled brat. Others defend his frustration. Qatar 2024 takes it up a notch, with Max Verstappen and George Russell going full savage. During qualifying, Max drives super slow on the racing line, a sneaky move to mess with rivals. Russell, coming in hot, swerves into the gravel to avoid a crash, yelling on the radio, "He's blocking me!" The FIA investigates, giving Max a 1-place grid penalty. Yep, he still starts P1. Russell's livid, storming into the steward's room. Later, he unloads.
I mean, we went into the stewards. For the first 5 minutes, I didn't say a word because they were only talking to Max, and he was already angry and swearing at the stewards. I find his comments pretty ironic when he comes out and says, "I'm going to purposefully crash into you. I'm going to put you on your head in the wall."
That's a huge call out, folks. Max fires back.
Yeah, I was quite surprised when sitting there in the stewards room what was all going on. Honestly, very disappointing. because I think we're all here. We respect each other a lot. I've raced, and I've never seen someone trying to screw someone over that hard. And that's, for me, I lost all respect.
The race is just as heated. Max, starting second, dives past Russell at turn 1, snatching the lead and winning. George fades to 5th, fuming. British fans chant, "Russell's right." Sky Sports' David Croft questions if George exaggerated Max's threat, stirring more debate. These savage moments aren't just funny, they're what make F1 special. Zoom out, and these moments define the sport's soul. Montoya's jab at Schumacher showed no one's untouchable. Alonso's spa diss proved old rivalries never die. Webber's radio bomb called out team politics. Hamilton's Monaco outburst sparked real talk about fairness. Verstappen and Russell's Qatar feud, that's F1's new blood, fighting dirty. Compare Max to Ayrton Senna, both fearless, or Kimi to James Hunt, all chill, no drama. Where do they rank? Picture a tier list. Legends like Fangio, rebels like these guys. Max, the Dutch firecracker, tops the Savage Squad for his FIA shade. Kimi, the Finnish Ice King, chills in the Cool Cats crew. Who's your pick? Drop your Savage Squad ranking below, Max, Kimi, or someone else. Thanks for sticking with this wild ride through F1's savage side. If you love the drama, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell for more. In the comments, tell me, who's the king of the Savage Squad? Max, Kimi, or another rebel? Was Qatar's feud a scandal or just racing? Vote for the savage moment of all time and share your favorite F1 story. Until next time, keep the engines loud and the shade louder.